Hello students, myself Mrs. Shatabdi Dhar, and today I am going to discuss with you about the answer script of June 2016 on the subject computer network. Now what is the first question? The first question is, what do you mean by sliding window protocol? A sliding window protocol is a useful protocol in network communications. Many important protocols such as TCP, SPS, etc. carry the idea of sliding window protocol. The sliding window protocol provides flow control in data communication over an unreliable connection. The next question is, how gateway is different from routers? Gateway is nothing but the final point that the data crosses finally in a network. It is mostly used for user authentication, which router cannot provide, whereas router is used for routing between different networks, providing routing tables and deciding best path for the data to travel. Gateway can provide authentication to anonymous users. It is used when you have only one single network, whereas router is used when you have more than one network. Gateway is less costly and router is most costly. The next question is, what is attenuation? Attenuation is a general term that refers to any reduction in the strength of a signal. Attenuation occurs with any type of signal, whether digital or analog. The fourth question is, what is MAC address? A MAC address, that is Media Access Control address, of a computer is a unique identifier assigned to network interfaces for communications at the data link layer of a network segment. MAC addresses are used as a network address for most IEEE 802 network technologies, including Ethernet and Wi-Fi. Logically, MAC addresses are used in the Media Access Control Protocol sublayer of the OSI reference model. The fifth question is, difference between bitrate and baud rate. Bitrate is measured as number of data bits transmitted per second in communication channel. Baud rate is measured as number of times a signal state is changed in a communication channel. The next question is, define multiplexing in context of transmission. Multiplexing is a technique by which different analog and digital streams of transmission can be simultaneously processed over a shared link. Multiplexing divides the high capacity medium into low capacity logical medium, which is then shared by different streams. The next question is, what is the difference between hub and switch? As you know, a hub is a networking device that allows one to connect multiple PCs to a single network. Hubs may be based on Ethernet, FireWire, or USB connections. And a switch is a control unit that turns the flow of electricity on or off in a circuit. It may also be used to route information patterns in streaming electronic data sent over networks. In the context of a network, a switch is a computer networking device that connects network segments. The next question is, explain bus topology. You all know about this bus topology. Bus topology is a specific kind of network topology in which all of the various devices in the network are connected to a single cable or line. In general, the term refers to how various devices are set up in a network. The next question is, explain MIME. MIME that is Multipurpose Internet Mail Extensions, is an internet standard that helps extend the limited capabilities of email by allowing insertion of images, sounds, and text in a message. The features offered by MIME to email services are as follows: support for multiple attachments in a single message, support for non-ASCII characters, support for layouts, fonts, and colors which are categorized as rich text, support for attachments which may contain executables, audio, images, and video files, etc. Support for unlimited message length. Number 10 question is, what is URL? A URL, that is Uniform Resource Locator, as the name suggests, provide a way to locate a source on the web. The hypertext system that operates over the internet. The URL contains the name of the protocol to be used to access the resource and a resource name. The first part of a URL identifies what protocol to use, and the second part identifies the IP address or domain name where the resource is located. The next question is, what do you mean by Nyquist rate, Shannon's capacity? The lowest sampling rate that will permit accurate reconstruction of a sampled analog signal is called Nyquist rate. And the maximum amount of information that can pass through a channel without any error is called Shannon's capacity. The next question is, distinguish between asynchronous and synchronous. Now, what is synchronous? Synchronous is in synchronous data transfers, the sender and receiver take some time to communicate before they make the exchange. This communication outlines the parameters of the data exchange. This usually involves establishing which end sender or receiver will be in control of the transfer. Here, the two parties also ensure they are using the same timing. That is, they know when each burst ends and another begins. They also set parameters for resetting their clocks during the transfer to make sure they don't drift away from the agreed upon timing. In asynchronous or best effort transfers, sender and receiver do not establish the parameters of the information exchange. Rather, the sender places extra bits of data before and after each burst that indicate when each burst begins and ends. It then sends the information, and it is up to the receiver to determine how to reset its clock to match the timing of the signal. Unlike synchronous transfers, the receiver does not take time to communicate to the sender information about what it received. The next question is, why repeater is different from amplifier? Amplifier is used to amplify a signal power, whereas repeater consists of a receiver, an amplifier and a transmitter, and it is used to receive and retransmit a signal with a power gain. Sometimes amplifier introduce some noise to the signal, whereas repeater eliminates the unwanted noise. The next question is, Explain OFDM. OFDM is a form of multi-carrier modulation. An OFDM signal consists of a number of closely spaced modulated carriers. When modulation of any form, that is voice, data, etc., is applied to a carrier, then sidebands spread out either side. It is necessary for a receiver to be able to receive the whole signal to be able to successfully demodulate the data. As a result, when signals are transmitted close to one another, they must be spaced so that the receiver can separate them using a filter, and there must be a guard between them. This is not the case with OFDM. Although the sidebands from each carrier overlap, they can still be received without the interference that might be expected because they are orthogonal to each another. And the last question is, what do you mean by reservation polling? Resource reservation protocol is a set of communication rules that allows channels or path on the internet to be reserved for the multicast one resource to many receivers, transmission of video and the high bandwidth messages. Now what is polling? Polling is a process where the computer or controlling device waits for an external device to check for its readiness or state, often with low level hardware. Now about the brief question, I will send the video later.